Have you ever wondered if the Bible hides UFO-like visions, talking animals, or even giants that could rewrite history? Today, I'm diving into 11 of the strangest parts of Scripture that will blow your mind and make you question everything. Stick around. Number 7 is an absolute shocker that some say proves ancient giants walked the earth. Number 1. Ezekiel's wheel vision. Ezekiel chapter 1, 15 to 21. Ezekiel saw massive wheels within wheels, covered in eyes and spinning through the sky alongside heavenly beings. This isn't science fiction. It's a direct biblical account that some interpret as a divine throne chariot. Scholars like Eric von Daniken have linked this to ancient astronaut theories, suggesting it describes UFOs, while traditional views see it as a symbol of God's omnipresence, echoing similar wheeled visions in later apocalyptic texts, like the Book of Daniel, where heavenly machinery represents cosmic order amid chaos. In fact, these descriptions have sparked online debates tying them to modern sightings, with some claiming Ezekiel witnessed extraterrestrial tech. Why it matters. This vision has inspired art, literature, and even modern sci-fi, showing the Bible's influence on our imagination. Think how it's referenced in films like Contact or viral threads on Reddit about ancient aliens blending with faith. If that wasn't bizarre enough, let's talk about a chatty animal. Number 2, Balaam's talking donkey, Numbers 22, 28 to 30. A donkey literally spoke to the prophet Balaam, warning him about an angel blocking his path, and Balaam argued back like it was no big deal. God opened the donkey's mouth to deliver a life-saving message. This story is one of the few times animals speak in the Bible, similar to the serpent in Genesis tempting Eve, and it's debated by scholars like Bart Ehrman as evidence of folklore influences in Scripture, possibly drawn from ancient Near Eastern tales where animals act as divine messengers. Interestingly, it parallels New Testament moments like Peter's vision of unclean animals, highlighting how God uses the unexpected to humble the proud. Online, it's gone viral in memes comparing it to talking pets in cartoons like Shrek. Why it matters. It highlights themes of divine intervention in unexpected ways. Imagine if your pet started giving prophecies today, sparking shares about real-life Disney moments in the Bible. Speaking of miracles, defying nature. Number 3, Elisha and the floating axe head. 2 Kings 6, 5-7. An iron axe head sank in the river, but the prophet Elisha made it float back to the surface with just a stick. Physics says impossible, but God made it happen. This was to help a group of prophets building a school. Some scientists speculate it could involve natural magnetism or exaggeration, but biblical experts like John Walton view it as a sign of God's provision in everyday life, mirroring other water miracles like Moses parting the Red Sea or Jesus walking on water, emphasizing control over elements. Archaeologically, iron tools from that era have been found in Jordan River sites, adding a tangible layer to the tale. It's blown up on social media as biblical life hacks for lost items. Why it matters. It's a reminder that miracles aren't always grand. They can fix small problems too, perfect for viral memes about divine hacks that resonate with everyday struggles in faith communities. If everyday miracles intrigue you, wait until you hear about this extreme prophetic stunt. Number 4, Ezekiel's 430-day side-lying prophecy. Ezekiel chapter 4, 4-6. God commanded Ezekiel to lie on his left side for 390 days to symbolize Israel's sins, then his right for 40 days for Judah's, over a year of total commitment, all while cooking over dung. This act, tied to siege symbolism, is explored by scholars like Daniel Block as performance prophecy, blending theater and divine message, much like Hosea's symbolic marriage or Jeremiah's yoke-wearing to warn of judgment. The The dung detail underscores exile's harshness, paralleling famine prophecies in Revelation. It's trended in online challenges where people try Bible endurance tests for a day. Why it matters. It shows prophets' radical obedience, inspiring modern discussions on faith and endurance. Could you lie still for a year to make a point, like activists using performance art today? Now, let's bend time itself. Number 5. The sun going backwards, 2 Kings chapter 20, 9-11. As a sign to King Hezekiah, the sun's shadow moved backward 10 degrees on a sundial, essentially turning back time in response to prayer. This miracle extended Hezekiah's life by 15 years. Astronomers and historians debate if it was a solar eclipse or divine act, with some linking it to ancient Babylonian records of unusual celestial events, and it echoes Joshua's sun standing still miracle during battle. Scholarly take. Figures like N.T. Wright see it as God's sovereignty over creation, influencing end times prophecies in Isaiah. It's exploded in viral videos theorizing time manipulation in Scripture. Why it matters. It's fueled time travel theories in pop culture. Imagine if this happened today and went viral on TikTok, blending science and faith debates. But for truly disturbing details. Number 6. Job's skin disease description, Job 7. Job was struck with painful boils from head to toe, so severe that he scraped his skin with pottery shards, and his wife urged him to curse God and die. The graphic suffering tested his faith to the core. Medical experts suggest it resembles conditions like smallpox or leprosy, while scholars like Elaine Pagels connect it to themes of cosmic justice in ancient texts, drawing parallels to the plagues in Exodus or Jesus' healings in the Gospels. The story's raw emotion has inspired psychological analyses, with some linking it to modern mental health discussions. It's shared widely in forums on Bible horror stories. Why it matters. This story explores human suffering and resilience, inspiring books, movies, and debates. It's the ultimate why bad things happen mystery that hits home in tough times. And if suffering shocks you, number 7 will absolutely floor you with evidence of biblical giants. Number 7. The giant bed of King Og, Deuteronomy 3:11. King Og of Bashan, a remnant of the giant Rephaim, had an iron bed over 13 feet long and 6 feet wide, proof of his enormous size, as the Israelites kept it as a trophy after defeating him. Was this real evidence of giants on Earth? Linked to pre-flood giants, some conspiracy theorists tie it to archaeological finds like massive sarcophagi in the Middle East, while scholars like Michael Heiser argue it's rooted in ancient Near Eastern mythology, connecting to David's Goliath fight or Anakim references in Numbers. Expeditions have searched for similar artifacts, fueling documentaries. Why it matters. It challenges our view of history, sparking viral videos on biblical proof of giants, shocking enough to make you rethink the Old Testament and share theories with friends, from giants to epic battles. Number 8. Samson's jawbone weapon, Judges 15:15-16. Samson grabbed a fresh donkey's jawbone and slayed 1,000 Philistine warriors with it. Then, when he was thirsty, God split the jawbone, or a nearby rock, to make water flow out. This superhuman feat is part of Samson's cycle of strength from his Nazirite vow, debated by experts like Carol Myers as heroic folklore blending history and legend, akin to Hercules myths, but grounded in Judges' judge narratives. It ties to his riddle and fox-burning antics, showing a pattern of clever vengeance. Clips of reenactments go viral on YouTube. Why it matters? It's like a biblical action movie scene, inspiring comics and films, perfect for shares among fans of epic tales like 300. Now, for a resurrection that feels straight out of fantasy. Number 9. The Valley of Dry Bones. Ezekiel 37, 1-14. Ezekiel witnessed a valley of dry skeletons reassembling, gaining flesh, and coming back to life through God's breath. An epic resurrection vision symbolizing hope for exiled Israel. Often compared to modern zombie stories, but with a positive twist, scholars like Walter Brueggemann interpret it as a metaphor for national revival post-Babylonian exile, foreshadowing New Testament resurrections like Lazarus. It's echoed in spirituals like Dim Bones and animated in viral faith videos. Why it matters. It's inspired songs, art, and sermons on renewal. Imagine this as a viral animation bringing bones to life, encouraging hope in dark times. If resurrections amaze you, check out this heavenly Uber ride. Number 10. Elijah's fiery chariot exit. 2 Kings 2:11. The prophet Elijah didn't die. He was whisked away to heaven in a whirlwind by a chariot of fire pulled by fiery horses, witnessed by his successor Elisha. This ascension is unique in the Bible, influencing ideas of rapture. Scholars like Phyllis Tribble link it to themes of prophetic succession and divine favor, paralleling Enoch's walk with God in Genesis or Jesus' ascension in Acts. It's depicted in ancient art and modern films like Chariots of Fire. Why it matters. It's a dramatic exit that's echoed in myths worldwide, making it a hot topic for viral threads on coolest Bible departures and end-time speculation. Finally, the strangest hybrid mystery. Number 11. The Nephilim Giants. Genesis 6, 1-4. Sons of God, possibly angels or divine beings, mated with human women, producing giant offspring called Nephilim, whose wickedness contributed to God sending the flood to cleanse the earth. These supernatural hybrids feel like ancient sci-fi, with ties to later giants like Goliath, and some link them to Watchers in the Book of Enoch, an apocryphal text expanding the story. Scholarly take. Elaine Pagels explores it in her work on early Jewish mysticism as a remnant of pre-biblical mythology, while Bart Ehrman views it as evidence of the Bible's composite nature, borrowing from Canaanite legends of gods and mortals. Online, it's huge in alien hybrid theories. Why it matters. It sparks debates on angels, aliens, and human origins, perfect for viral conspiracies and deep dives into forbidden knowledge that keep viewers hooked. There you have it, the 11 strangest parts of the Bible that prove Scripture is full of mind-bending mysteries. Which one shocked you the most? Was it the giants, the talking donkey, or something else? Drop a comment below, hit that like button if you learned something new, and subscribe for more biblical deep dives and educational content. If this blew your mind, share it with a friend who's into ancient enigmas. Let's spread the word. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.